right, AAJON location here at the Science World, where we are gathered here for a great cause, the devastation that's taking place out in Kerala due to all the flooding. Today I'm joined by the Kerala Cultural Association of British Columbia. Let's meet the president.
Hello, my name is Matthew John Vandanathuvailil. I am the president of Kerala Cultural Association of British Columbia. We are about 2,000 families living in lower mainland area, not a big group, but a small group. We are here today with all these members, some of the activists, to tell the world what is happening in Kerala. Disaster is going on there for the last 3 weeks. What's happening is that floods and all the dams are overflowing. Everything is in distress. So we need your help. We are here to make aware of the general public, British Columbians, and ask them to help us generously. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Excellent. Your name, sir?
My name is Sunny.
All right. And what's your involvement with this?
I'm a citizen and a human being. I'm
Okay.
totally moved by what is happening in my place. A lot of my relatives are suffering, and lots of others are suffering. And to give a perspective about Kerala, Kerala is almost slightly bigger than our Vancouver Island only. However, it's got a population that's almost as big as it's in fact as big as Canada. So you can imagine the entire Canadian population being pigeonholed into a small island like Vancouver Island. That is the Kerala state. We have 44 rivers and almost as many dams out there because we are in the monsoons track, and we get a lot of monsoons there. However, this time the monsoons have been extremely violent. It's 40% bigger, and it has all come, most of it has come in 3 days time, which has totally drowned our entire state. The entire state, all the 14 districts almost are under red alert, and lots of people have died already. Lots of infrastructure has been damaged. More than $1 billion of worth of property has been damaged, and thousands of people, tens of thousands of people are still under siege, waiting for help. No food, no medicine, and no clean water to drink, and they're under total panic about their own lives. And a lot of rescue efforts are going on. People are sending money. All the outside communities of Keralite communities that are outside Kerala are really helping. We want to create awareness among the other communities, especially the non-Indian communities in Canada, so that they can also help. We need all the help we want. Even after the rains will be gone, the infrastructure rebuild will take years together probably. So we need a lot of help from people. So that's what we are trying to do.
I understand the Prime Minister has been in touch, he's tweeted and also offered support.
That's right. That's been very kind of him, because when he does that, even a lot more people will become aware of it, and they will realize the gravity of the situation.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. You, sir. What's your name?
I'm Nafsal.
Okay. So tell us your involvement and what are some things you're doing to help our friends out.
Yeah, I'm part of Kerala Cultural Association of British Columbia Directory Board. So we were 1 week back, we got the news from Kerala saying okay, this is all happening over there, and people are really worried about what is happening over there. So we have this feeling inside saying okay, as an immigrant, as a person who is actually away from home, what we would able to do. So that's what we all, including KCABC and all the small communities over here, was thinking about it. So we started a GoFundMe campaign, which is like a fundraising campaign to help the people over there. So we created it 3 days back, and most of the generous people, they actually helped us with what all donations they could able to do.
Okay.
Share with us. So it almost reached it's close to $8,000 now.
Nice.
So that's a really big step from our side. That's what we are thinking, because the community is really small over here, but people are really generous. The next step what we have to do about it is some communities still doesn't know that this has happened in Kerala, and people over Kerala, they really want help from other communities and people around the world. You can actually see from all the pictures what we have here, the entire area of Kerala, most of the places are underwater, and the next bigger step is the disaster recovery part, that need more money, more manpower. So for that, we really wanted to spread this news to everyone around the world, saying like there is a small place in India, which is like the southernmost part of India, who need help from people.
Excellent. In terms of the public, let's talk first about how they can engage and participate and support, and then let's talk about which other initiatives you have in mind in terms of raising funds. So, what's your website? How can people find you? How can people support you?
We have like an active Facebook page, which is KCABC Facebook page, which is always active, and I'm the admin of that page. So if anyone want to know more about these problems and want to donate more about it, you could always contact us through Facebook.
Okay.
And there is another way you can actually donate. It's like when you go to Google, just search for KCABC GoFundMe. So you could find like the fundraising link over there. So anyone can actually donate their part in that one, and that's how you are going to help the people in Kerala. So all the money what we are actually collecting through this initiative are going to the Chief Minister of Kerala's flood relief fund. So they are going to use all this money to rebuild Kerala and just use it for the disaster recovery part.
What percent of the proceeds are actually going to Kerala?
What? Sorry.
What percent?
I think it's almost close to 98%, because there is like
Well, my question is there an admin fee? Is 100% of the proceeds
there is like a
going?
2.5% admin fee, I guess. It's just like the processing fee, just like any other banking or accounting related stuff. We have to pay like a 2.5%, but still it's really small compared to, you know, the direct wire transfer or something.
So basically all the funds are going straight
That's right.
directly over
Yeah.
there. It's
And
not-
people who are thinking like, okay, we are not, I mean, where it's going, or who all actually gave their money to this particular fundraising, we'll be having a really transparent process. So once we finish our campaign, we are going to publish everything in Facebook.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's
Yeah.
what people want. People want to help out. They just don't know where to go.
That's right.
So now we know where we can direct. Is there a phone number?
So if you want to talk about something, you can always contact me. You want me to share it?
out
Okay.
loud and we'll put it on the screen.
It's 778-922-4641. Please contact me. I'll be happy to help you guys to join this initiative and make this a successful event.
All right. So besides this funding initiative, which other funding initiative is Kerala Culture Association doing? Are you guys going to be holding any fundraisers or events or anything like that?
We are planning for a chain of events. This is just like a starting, just like, you know, it's a kickoff thing for the long campaign. So we have so many stuffs in our mind. So we already got contacted to different small communities here, like other Indian and non-Indian associations. They are ready to help us. So we really have to plan more stuffs. So that this is just like a starting. That's all I could able to say.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, there you go. You got AAJON location here addressing some of the main concerns out in Kerala. You know, when you look at it, the demographically speaking, it's such a small place having a population of Canada. That's huge. Now, with all this destruction that's going on, they need all the support they can get. Please dig into your wallet, reach into your pocket, help any which way you can. Contact Kerala Culture Association and offer your hand. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Okay.
Steps for SIDS. We don't want any other family to go through what we did. This is not just a fight for our family, but every family. Let's make a difference. Thank you everyone again for coming out and joining us. We are so grateful deeply with our hearts, and let's help support one another. Thank you. God bless you.
Better is prevention. In prevention, the Canadian Pediatric Society do advocate that we put the babies on their back, soothers, breastfeeding, room temperature should be normal, not too high, no bumper pads. We should probably have a monitor so that if the child is in distress, we can have a feeling, or we can hear, or we can see them. Whenever tragedy happens, there are only a few people who can change that into something positive. And why don't we give a round of applause to Tanya and Rob for doing that? So the steps for SIDS are getting bigger, are getting bolder, are getting more vibrant. The collective effort of the community in general, Surrey, where we all reside, but friends from near and dear, they have come today to do this act. This is the second year, and I know it takes a lot of effort and time to put these events together, but the whole purpose is to make people aware, to educate, so that other families, other young couple going through this should not suffer. So collectively, as medicine progresses, our research and development progresses, we will have more knowledge, and in the future, there will be no babies going through SIDS. So that will be the future. But thank you for coming here. I know the program is really packed in. I don't want to take much of your time. As a human race, we are all equal. 7.53 billion people, different color, different language, different food, different faith, different belief system, but we still have the same common thread which binds us together. The same 50 trillion cells which floats in me, floats in you. The blood, same I can donate or receive. The organs can be donated, and our good wishes and our spiritual blessings can be shared too. So collectively, we should be in harmony, love, integrity, respect, and unconditional love. Thank you very much for coming in today. All the best.
That was Dr. Porji, everyone. Another round of applause for him. Now, I'm not sure if many of you know, but Dr. Porji, I'm sure you do. He is our local celebrity. He hosts his own television program. He's seen doing so much community work and so much volunteer work alongside being a very successful pediatrician. So I think we always need to acknowledge his presence at these events because he does an amazing job, and also, of course, just gave us some incredibly knowledgeable tips about SIDS. So I will be your MC for today. We had a little bit of a mishap, so Tanya and Rob took over for a bit. You know, it was Saturday night last night. It's a little bit of a rough day for all of us. You know, Sunday getting up, tough. But I made it, and you guys made it, so a round of applause for you guys as well. Along with me, I have today a co-MC, my younger brother, Amit Johal, who is also a medical student and is on his way to doing family practice. So there's actually a story behind him being here today. When Tanya asked me to MC again this year, I was planning on going away for school. I will be leaving this week, and I wasn't sure if I would be able to make it here or not. And randomly, I'm sharing the story with my brother, and he listens. And first he's looking at me like, oh, it's a good like volunteer activity, and it's for such a good cause. You did it last year. Why aren't you doing it again this year? And I'm like, I didn't want to make a commitment without being sure that, you know, I would be able to fulfill it. And he listens to Tanya's story, he listens to Rob's story, and he was so touched by this. He's like, I know I'm writing exams and I'm a busy guy, but if you're not gonna make out the time, I'll take out the time. So that's my brother, and those are his thoughts. So please welcome Amit Johal.
Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? That's good to hear. So she gave me a really great introduction. I don't think I deserve it. So to start off, I don't want to waste a lot of your time since she already told my story. I would like to invite Tanya Lanau from BC Children's Hospital up. Please give a round of applause.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, I'm delighted to be here again for the second annual Steps for SIDS Walkathon. And thank you for all being here. As was noted earlier, it takes a lot of people to put an event like this on. And I know Rob was thanking many sponsors and other supporters, but I wanted to also say thank you so much to Rob and Tanya and their families for putting this on, because if it weren't for people like Tanya and Rob, these things wouldn't happen. The funds wouldn't be raised to enhance research for SIDS, and the awareness also wouldn't be there. So this is, I think, a great beginning to an event that will continue for years to come. So a round of applause again for Tanya and Rob. BC Children's Hospital is the only children's hospital in British Columbia. We see over 86,000 patients each and every year coming through our doors. And that number is actually increasing a little bit. We opened a new hospital last October, and it's an amazing facility. Hopefully no one's had to use it, but if you've had to be there for some reason, you'll notice what a difference this new hospital brings to child health care. It's a building that incorporates a lot of light and artwork into each and every patient room, as well as the general hospital facility. It also has a little pull-out bed in every patient room for parents to sleep with their child. And it's very family-centered. So there's laundry facilities on each floor. There's a little kitchen unit on each floor. Just to keep in mind that when children are sick, whether they're from Surrey, Vancouver, from Kamloops, from Vancouver Island, and sometimes from little villages way up in northern BC, these families have to uproot themselves and come all the way down to BC Children's for the most specialized care for their children. And what we thought with the new hospital, it was years in the making and planning, was to really focus on child and family-centered care, because we know that children heal better in a good, comfortable environment. And so it's amazing since we've opened this hospital to hear the feedback from parents and families who have, experienced a difference in their stay. I have a message from Dr. Deborah McFadden. She unfortunately couldn't attend this year's event as she is on summer vacation. So she sends her regrets, but she was here last year and she gave me a few words to share with all of you. So this is Deborah's words here. I'd like to express my sincere thanks to Rob and Tanya Gill for their ongoing support of research into SIDS at BC Children's Hospital. Researchers at BC Children's rely on the funds raised at events like these to fund their efforts to study what causes SIDS and how to help learn to prevent it. SIDS occurs in about 1 in 2,000 infants in Canada. That's about 20 to 30 babies each year in British Columbia. The aim of researchers at BC Children's is to understand what leads to the death of these infants so that we can prevent such deaths in the future. We want to make it so that families in BC do not know what it is to suffer a tragic loss that the Gill family has suffered. Researchers at BC Children's Hospital work with their colleagues nationally and internationally to try, first and foremost, to understand the mechanisms behind SIDS deaths. We do work on genetic causes of death, such as abnormal heart rhythms and other heart muscle abnormalities, and also on disorders of metabolism. We are examining whether infection may also play a role in SIDS. At BC Children's Hospital, we think it's important to understand the needs of families who have been affected by SIDS so that we are engaged in studies to look at families' experiences of SIDS and the supports they would need to see. We want to support families affected by SIDS through research into causes of SIDS, as well as ensuring that families have the medical and bereavement support that they need to care for themselves, their children, and also their other family members. So in closing, thank you all for supporting Steps for SIDS and BC Children's Hospital. The funds raised today, 100% of these funds go directly to invaluable efforts at our research facilities and to help find a cure for SIDS. To Rob and Tanya, thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for sharing your story, and thank you for creating awareness in this community and in BC for SIDS. Enjoy the afternoon, Dr. Deborah McFadden. So that wraps up my little spiel. Again, enjoy the afternoon. I know the walk is about to start, so I will close this up and hand the mic back over.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Another round of applause for Tanya, as well as Dr. Deborah McFadden. Oh, sorry. There are tons of activities going on today, so I do want to highlight some of those. For children, there's a bouncy castle, there's balloons, there's face painting, and of course, Jasmine Danda is here with us today, and she will actually be doing soccer drills with kids, and I guess maybe the adults as well. They could also learn how to play soccer, why not? And creative kids as well. So there's tons going on, so many activities. I think we've actually doubled up from the activities we had here last year, which is wonderful to see. And alongside that, you have a chance to win tickets to Justin Timberlake. Now, who doesn't want to win those tickets? Amit's going to highlight some of the other raffle prizes that are out there and your chance to win. You can also donate to the BC Children's Hospital at the back.
All right, so Justin Timberlake box tickets are pretty good, right, guys? But there's also more. So there's Justo Chiropractic, complete consultation, x-ray and spinal wellness evaluation, value of $209. Live, Love, Eat Food Company, gift basket value of $125. Julie and Dana Realty, gift basket of $150. Sensation Aesthetics, Mani Pedi of $50. There's many more prizes. We'll keep letting you guys know, but please buy the raffles and get those Justin Timberlake tickets, right, guys? All right.
I think we can do better than that. Justin Timberlake tickets, guys. Come on, we gotta have some Justin Timberlake fans here. But now I'm gonna just go through a little bit of what's going to happen. We will have a moment of silence, and right after that, we will be leading into the walkathon, and we will be led by South Asian Arts, who will be playing dole for us, which is amazing. Amit, is it easy to play dole and walk? Thank you very much. And now if everyone can make their way down to the path, and we will begin with the walkathon.